Yeah, again, for me, there's no but there. I look at the amazing achievement that happened over the last 4 days. The way we applied pressure to the Australian team, and pretty much in all facets of the game were really good and really solid. So for me personally, the cricket takes all the glory and all the shine here, the way that we played. Personal performances within our team, and especially the guy sitting next to me. I remember this game and his performances as one of his last here in Cape Town. I'll remember that as one of the sweetest moments. To be really honest with you, I think it's difficult for me to give you an answer which I think is right. I think it's so difficult to say which is right and which is wrong. I think obviously he's trying to take responsibility. So there's right in that. But there's also a right in that own people are responsible for their own actions. So I don't know what the right answer is there. I can understand it's a really tough time for him to be in right now. Obviously the situation that I was in was really difficult for me as well, because people were attacking me and my personality and my character, and I felt it was wrong, it wasn't fair. I don't know how he feels about his own personal situation, but I can imagine that it's a really tough time that he's going through. It's just, for me, it's about motivating the players to, whether it's situations that's coming from outside or situations that's coming within the game. It's just about how can we apply more and more and more pressure on them as a team. And obviously that helped away from the game. There was a lot of pressure on them from the stuff that was happening, and for me it was just about trying to make sure that the boys are even more motivated to tighten the screw and to not give them any breathing space whatsoever, just to keep it really tight on them, so that they can feel that the pressure isn't going anywhere. So I think that's why what happened, you saw this last session, the discussion was if we just keep at it. Once we get through them, we expected that it will happen quickly, because there's just, there's a serious amount of pressure on them as a team. No, that's a good question, because we were very motivated before the series, and as a team we expected the style of play that Australia was going to come with, as I said many times. But definitely after that first test, there was a lot of, I wouldn't say frustration, but more motivation. The guys were really pumped up after the stuff that would happen there, and you probably shouldn't need more motivation to try and beat an Australian team. There's a lot of motivation there already. But honestly, after that game, I could feel it in the camp that the guys were super pumped, and they were, normally you have 3 or 4 guys that wants to take the game on, but it felt like all 11 of the guys were really hungry to make a play. Sure, that is very comforting. He's a very good batsman, and somehow we've managed to keep him quiet. A player of his stature, he's a very good player. And the Australian team, it's almost like losing 2 players in one. He's such a strong batter, and I do believe that his leadership is also, it's good for the team. So he'll be a big loss for them. Yeah, that was one of the things we spoke about. I mean, every team will speak about it, and every team will try and change results, but we know it's our last crack at it. Morne has pulled the plug a little bit earlier than all of us, but it's our last crack. We're probably not going to play against Australia again, probably not even away. So this is the test match, or the test series, that we as South Africans enjoy the most, because it is so competitive. So to be in a position that we are now, we've worked really hard to get here, and I'm looking forward to the last one. There's still a lot of hard work for us to do, but if we manage to do that, it will be a very good series of a lot of guys putting their hand up at different times.